Hello everyone, welcome to LimeGrow channel. In this video, we will learn about Kiwi. So let's get started. Kiwi, it's a Python library. It's a Python library which helps you to build applications. You can build applications using this Python library. And this is specific to user UI based application which needs certain kind of a user interface. Now these applications, once you build using this Python library Kiwi, these can be supported across multiple platforms. So it's a cross-platform development Python library using which you can build the UI and you can run your UI across multiple platforms. Now these multiple platforms could be iOS, it could be Android, it could be Windows, it could be Mac or OS X. So any platform you can run the applications or the user interfaces, UI based applications which you have built using Kiwi Python library. This is a completely open source library which anybody can use it for free. You can build the applications for free and run it on these cross platforms. In terms of the architecture is very modular. So when I say modular, so there are different components within this Kiwi Python library which does different functions in a very abstract way. For example, let's say you have to deal with creating certain components. There is a widget component for that, widget module for that. If you have to communicate with the graphics library, there is a graphics library for the same. Now graphics library is something which communicates with the OpenGL library which talks to the hardware of your system to draw any kind of a graphics. Similarly, there are a lot of other components which we'll talk in a little bit. So what I wanted to tell you was that it's a very modular architecture which are abstracted out with the core underlying dependencies. So as a user, you just need to take, you can start using these modular components and you can build out different UI applications. Now we will jump into these modular widgets in brief one by one. So let's start with the first is what is widget. Widget, as I just told you, that it's a basic component if you want to draw something, if you want to use certain UI based component. Let's say you want to create a button, text, any kind of animation. So for that you use a widget. So it's kind of any UI component. So you can think of it is within this framework, within Kiwi frameworks, it's known as a widget. Now widget is something what you need to create, but where you need to place that widget, so that comes under another component which we call it as a layout. So layout is a separate module. So widget tells you what you need to create and layout tells you where you need to place. Let's say you are building a UI where you need to place a button here. So you will need to create a layout first, and within that layout you need to place your multiple widgets. So let's say this is widget 1, this is widget 2, and all of these are, let's say, buttons. So within your layout you will create a page layout, and within that layout you can create multiple widgets. So you can have multiple layouts also within the same page, but the idea is that these are two different modular components within your Kiwi framework. The next is the graphics. Now graphics is a low level API which actually talks to your hardware using OpenGL, which is a standard framework to create any kind of a graphics or animation. So graphics API are provided to the user. So you just need to deal with graphics API, and internally it talks to your hardware to create any kind of a animation or text or visual experience. So that is getting created using the graphics API, and internally it uses the concept of a canvas. So it creates a blank canvas first, and using that canvas you start creating the graphics, and then those graphics eventually gets converted into widget. Let's say for a button, the graphics would be you need to create a rectangle which could be, and there could be certain color within this button. So you need to create this graphic, and once this graphic is created, then that will become your widget. So this is how it works. So at a low level, you need to create the graphics first using Python Kiwi library. Then it gets converted into a widget, and you can use those readily available widget within your framework or UI application. And then you can place those widgets within your layout, at how you want to organize all of these all of these components, right? I hope you get the high level idea. Now, some of other modules I'll talk about is the events. So events is something, let's say you click something, you want to take certain action. So those are events. So events could be touch based events, touch events, or it could be non-touch events. So touch events are something, let's say you are using your mouse on the laptop and you want to take certain action when you move your mouse. You click on your phone, you double tap on your phone. So all those are touch events, and non-touch events are something, let's say sensor based events, like you want to tilt your mobile phone and then you want to take certain action. You want to send something from your accelerometer, gyroscope. There are a lot of sensors available within your mobile phone based on which you want to take certain action within your application. So all those events you can register, you can get those events, and you can create a callback action that what you want to do whenever any event, such events happen. So for that we have a events module. This is a separate module which is abstract in a way that you can register the events and you can take the actions appropriately. Now there is another component, let's say clock component. Clock component is something where you can schedule the events. Let's say you don't want to recognize certain external events. You want to schedule certain events that something should happen at a frequent interval of time. So you can do that using the clock component. Then there is a cache, using which you can cache something within your application. So this is to store certain information within your cache. So for this there is a caching component. Now there is a packaging component. So packaging component is a separate component using which you can, let's say you have written a Python code, you have written your all of your logic for your user interface, your UI application. Now you can package it in for Windows, you can package it for Android, you can package it for iOS, and there is a different step for each of these platforms, but it gives you flexibility to package it into different platforms so that you can run the same code across different platforms. So it gives you flexibility to package your application using this packaging module. So all of these components, what I talked about is widget, layout, graphics, canvas. I talked about events, clock, cache, packaging, and the callback mechanism. So all of these components are available within Kivy framework. And one of the another component which I want to talk about is the Kivy language or Kivy language. So Kivy language is something, Kivy language. So let's say over a period of time when your application will become complex, let's say you have written a Python function and you keep on writing your Python function, then it will become very difficult to manage all of your components or all of your widgets in your UI. Let's say you have in your UI you have created multiple buttons, multiple actions you have registered, so it would become very difficult to manage your programs, right? So Kivy language, it's a descriptive language using which you can describe like what all components you need within your application, and Kivy programming and Kivy library will help you to render all of these components. So you can think it of like how we create a JSON file or a YAML file. You specify what all attributes or properties are there. Similarly, Kivy language is a descriptive file you can think of. You can create a .kv file where you will specify all of your widgets. Let's say at a root level you need a text box. Within this text box, let's say you want certain another text, you want some text, default text. So you can create all of these nesting. Let's say another component is, let's say, button, and within this button you want certain text to be written. So all of these dependencies you can all of these components you can describe in a file, and you can supply this file to a Kivy language, and Kivy language will translate it into a UI component. So this is another module of important module of Kivy. So that is all which I wanted to cover for Kivy. So we discussed about what is Kivy, then we talked about different modules, that how this Kivy module in Python is structured in terms of different modules, and we briefly touched upon Kivy language also. So if you're a Python developer and want to build your UI application, Kivy is the library to go for. It's free, it's open source. I hope you got the concept. Do press the like button, do share this video with others, and do subscribe Language channel to support us. Thank you.